Hello, I'm Laura. It's Thursday, November 6th, 2025, and these are today's Heartlines. Our theme for Heartlines this week is the beauty of life, and today we are focused on the beauty of listening. 2 days ago in the United States, we had an election, and yesterday the results came out. It seems that the Democrats have won overwhelmingly in many places. In Virginia, the Democratic candidate, Abigail Spanberger, will be the first female governor. And that was in a state where many federal workers had been laid off or put on furlough. In New Jersey, the Democrat Mike Sherrill will be keeping that position in Congress. In New York, the Democratic Socialist Zoran Mamdani won for the mayor of New York. In Maine, they voted down the shorter early voting period and required ID, which is part of the Democratic platform. In Colorado, higher taxes were voted on for people of higher income so as to pay for school lunches. In California, in response to the redistricting in other states by the Republicans, the Democrats overwhelmingly voted to redistrict the voting areas in California in the favor of the Democrats. So it seems these voices have been getting louder and louder, first with the protests and then with larger protests, and now in the voting booth. Have you ever been in an argument where you don't feel heard and you keep saying the same things, and each time you speak, your voice just gets louder and louder until you feel heard? Well, the best way to feel heard is to center yourself, to have a conversation in which you are not just wanting to be heard, but you are wanting to hear the other in the conversation. And that is the message of what has been said in our elections, beyond politics, beyond partisan ideas or people. People need to be heard. And we can hear each other by having empathy and respect when we are in conversation with the people in our lives, with the people in our communities, and when we are bringing our voices forth for society as a whole. We also need to do so by being aware of what the other voices are saying. Why? Because this does build the bridges and the relationships that make our values of humanity stronger, our values of equality, of justice, of respect for all people. So, to hear others, we are going to begin with a moment of listening to that quiet, still, small voice within us and letting a special affirmation lead us into that place. So let's take a deep breath, close our eyes, and hold to this special thought. I listen and hear the voice of the divine in my heart, in my relationships, and in my world. I listen and hear the voice of the divine in my heart, in my relationships, and in my world. And so it is. There are actually members in my husband and my family who are of a different political viewpoint than he or I have. We have conversations with these members. We share holiday and family meals together in love because we can talk to each other. We can have empathy and respect for the other, whatever our perspectives may be. You see, when people are heard, then justice, equality, and basic humanitarian values do come forth. And those voices do need to be heard. Why? Because they are the voices of the people, and the people are creations of the divine. Thank you for joining me today and for listening. And I hear you in your heart too. So if you want to respond to this or any of the Heartlines, I'm listening. Have a wonderful day.